if you play the quarterback position, you're gonna have a lot of things to be thinking about. And if you've got defensive line in the backfield disrupting the passing, it's gonna make for a really tough game. So today we're talking about D-line pressure, all right? This is different from blitzing. Blitzing is they are sending extra players to come and attack the quarterback and running back. Here, they're just sending the regular 2, maybe 3 players, and they're disrupting, they're getting through, they're just physically beating the O-line. So this is how we're gonna deal with that. The first thing we can do is rolling out. So this is something that the offensive coordinator or line coach needs to work on with the O-line, is blocking on rolling out, because we're now going to move the quarterback outside the pocket. This gives us more time for the routes to get open, all right, to see those routes getting open and to throw those completions, all right. This also gives us an option to run the ball to maybe get an extra 3 or 4 yards, all right. So when we are rolling out, whether it's left or right, the O-line is going to need to know, all right, preferably going to need to know. They can block a little bit different and it helps them out, all right. So this is going to help take some of the pressure off. And once the D-line has to chase you in different directions, they're going to have more trouble getting sacks, all right. The next thing that we can do is bring receivers in as tight ends and get them to help with the blocking. So if we bring in a tight end here, yes, it's going to bring in a defender, but what it is going to help us with this D-line pressure. So suddenly we can work a few more double teams, all right? So we can double team that end. We can probably block here one-on-one. We can block one-on-one. The running back can pick up any extra blitzes or help anyone that's losing, all right? So bringing in an extra blocker gives us just a slight advantage, all right? Yeah, now yes, the defense can blitz those players, but then of course we can put those players on routes and pass against them anyway. So bringing in a tight end gives you an opportunity to block, especially really helps you with those DNs that come hard off the side, all right? If they're very athletic, more athletic than our guards, they can just come around the side fast and make those tackles. By putting that tight end there, you're giving them a bit of a roadblock. They have to come either even further around, all right, or they've got to beat 2 people to get through, right? Just gives us a little bit more time. Yes, you're gonna have 1 less receiver to throw to, but you're gonna have more time to make your reads, all right? The last thing we can do, because running the ball is very hard against a D-line that is physically beating us, is running a draw play. So for those of you who are not familiar, a draw play, we are showing that we're going to pass the ball, all right? So we're making it look like a pass, and then we are running the ball. So opposite to play action, where we would show the run and then pass the ball, we take the snap, we get into our throwing stance, we look downfield or over to one side, pause for about a second, all right, which feels like an eternity in the pocket, and then hand the ball off to the running back. So what the running back will do, they will go into their blocking stance for a second, pause, and then they will take that ball, all right? Everyone is going to be watching the person with the ball. Everyone is watching the quarterback. They're handing the ball off, they know it's run. If they're holding the ball up to pass it, they're going to think that it's pass. So what happens is, we let the ends come around hard. This is, again, especially good for teams that are aggressive on the perimeter. They come around, all right? Now, we're not just letting them come through unblocked. We're getting hands on them. We're forcing them to take the long way around, okay? But once we hold them up for about half a second to a second, everyone is just getting upfield. We're getting upfield. So it's take the snap, hold the ball up, hand the ball off, all right? All the ends are coming around the outside. That's okay because we are going right down the middle, all right? They've actually taken themselves out of the play because they're going around the outside aggressive, too fast to change direction. They think they're going to get a sack, and then we run the ball up the middle, all right? So this is just a few different ways, all right, to counter that D-line pressure. That D-line is physically bigger, stronger, faster than our offensive line. there are ways that we can counter. We don't just need to give up. All right, rolling out, bringing a tight end into block, and running the draw. All right, if you have any questions about what we've talked about today, leave a comment or send me a message. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you have about that D-line pressure.